Ready? This is EV News for today, Saturday, May 13, 2017. Good evening. I am Bisha Mohammed in the news this evening. Local stone suppliers, BK International Quarries and Tulsi Prasad Limited Quarries, on Friday signed contracts valued $3.5 million for the supply of 95,000 tons of stone for the $150 million Chedi Jagan International Airport expansion project. Davina Samru has the details in this report. Thank you, Davina. A miner who was left to guard a sluice box. Thank you, Davina. A miner who was left to guard a sluice box containing 2 gold mats was chopped to death by a co-worker at 111 Miles Madhya. That co-worker later removed the 2 mats and escaped. Dead is 56-year-old Damien Scipio, also called Rastaman, of Mokomoko Village, Central Rupununi. Based on reports received, the chopping incident occurred between 23 hours on Friday evening and 6 hours on Saturday morning. However, the suspect was subsequently arrested at BK Old Road, Backdam, Pataro River. Meanwhile, police investigations have revealed that the victim was performing duties at a watch camp belonging to a prominent mining company when he was attacked and chopped 3 times to his head and once to his left wrist, which was almost severed. The body of Scipio was taken to the Madhya Hospital mortuary to await a post-mortem examination. Police are continuing their investigations. The Eureka Labs, The Eureka Medical Laboratory will now be providing mental health services to the Guyanese public following the launch of their Psychodiagnostics and Family Center. Psychodiagnostics. The Eureka Medical Laboratory will now be providing mental health services to the Guyanese public following the launch of their Psychodiagnostics and Family Center on Friday. Kizzy Coleman reports. Thank you, Kizzy. Several workers at a lumber yard at Zilot, East Bank, Essequibo were in... Thank you, Kizzy. Several workers at a lumber yard at Zilot, East Bank, Essequibo were taken into police custody. Thank you, Kizzy. Several workers... Something blinked just now? Thank you, Kizzy. Several workers at a lumber yard at Zilot, East Bank, Essequibo were taken into custody following the discovery of a quantity of cocaine in several pieces of lumber that were being prepared for export. The bust was made by members of the Custom Anti-Narcotics Unit late on Friday afternoon after receiving a tip-off about the operation. Upon their arrival at the lumber yard, a consignment of lumber was being processed to be transported, and upon inspection, the cocaine was found nearly packed. Thank you, Kizzy. Several workers at a lumber yard at Zilot, East Bank, Essequibo were taken into custody following the discovery of a quantity of cocaine in several pieces of lumber that were being prepared for... Something happened. Thank you, Kizzy. Several workers at a lumber yard at Zilot, East Bank, Essequibo were taken into custody following the discovery of a quantity of cocaine in several pieces of lumber that were being prepared for export. The bust was made by members of the Custom Anti-Narcotics Unit late on Friday afternoon after receiving a tip-off about the operation. Upon their arrival at the lumber yard, a consignment of lumber was being processed to be transported, and upon inspection, the cocaine was found neatly packed among the lumber. The ranks immediately shut down the operations and began their investigations. Further checks unearthed several other packets of the illegal substance. The workers were questioned, and based on reports gathered, the bus may be connected to persons linked to the local racing fraternity. Investigations are ongoing. 5 quarantine pirates who were charged last year for the murder of a fisherman. 5 quarantine pirates who were charged last year for the murder of a fisherman during an act of piracy were on Thursday charged for the death of 3 others. Here is Andrew Carmichael with the details. Thank you, Andrew. Government takes blame for traffic chaos on east coast of Demerara during erection of arch. And west coast Berbice rice farmer dies after crashing into parked truck. This and more coming up after the break. Do stay with us.